back out here right as the river line is leaving the Trenton station. And I think it only runs every half hour on weekends. So let's just take a quick look at the station. I found this area around the Trenton station to be really interesting. So this river flows underneath the south end of the station, of the light rail station, as well as the train station. So it's a short little platform. Let's look where we are on the map. We're all the way up here, and the river line goes down along, as you might guess, the river, the Delaware River, all the way down to Camden. So we'll take a look at some of the stations along the way, just to show you where we are in the whole state of New Jersey and the whole New Jersey transit system. Here's Trenton Transit Center right here. And so the river line comes all the way down here to Camden, and it connects with the Atlantic City line that goes over to Atlantic City. Some history. Take a look at that. Nice mosaics. The Trenton station, end of the line, northern end on the river line in Trenton. Another train coming in. This will be the one that leaves it around 2:15, like in 25 minutes. So maybe we'll see it as we go south. I was just driving around on my way to try to find some more stations on the river line, and I came across this. It must be what Trenton, New Jersey is named after, William Trent. And this is his house from 1719. I guess there's a museum open, but it's all by its lonesome here amongst a huge development. What is that? The Hughes Juvenile or Justice Complex, and then back towards part of downtown Trenton. And there's something from the 18th century right there. Okay, we found the Bordentown station. Downtown is right over here, and it looks kind of cute. They say it's historic.
Head southwest toward West Park Street.
Okay, let me just stop the lady. Let me get out to take a look at the station over here. So it's a single track line. There's another rail line over here. Don't know where that goes or if it just stops there. And here's the station. There's somebody waiting. They have like a little fitness thing here, right by the station. And I'm not that familiar with central or southern New Jersey, but the roads go every which way. It's really a mishmash. I don't know highway that is over there. It could be 206. Looks like that's the Delaware. Oh, and here's a northbound. Oh, it's the southbound train going to Camden. So it's not long, but it's full. Goes around the curve there, so there must be sidings here for a northbound train to pass a southbound train. And there's all kinds of things to explore when you're in the area. So here we are, and they're talking a lot about these marshlands north of here towards Trenton. But I'm so turned around, I thought that train was headed for Trenton, but it's going the other way. So here's where we are, Bordentown. Right across the Delaware from Pennsylvania. And that's the Delaware over there. You can see how high it is. It must be extra high. More of those attractive mosaics. I like this one with the train. River Rail Revival. Concrete steel tile. More history, which I will take a picture of. So I didn't know what to imagine for parking for these stations, but it's kind of like a suburban style setup. Even though it's light rail, it's like a regular heavy rail system. They call it light rail, but it seems more like heavy rail to me. And the trains are diesel powered, so there's no electrical overhead lines. So there's just a lot to look at here in Bordentown. Yeah, I don't know how full this parking lot gets on weekdays, but it's pretty good size. I'm gonna go take a look at this historical plaque over here, see what it has to say. So, I don't know, there's some branches and stuff laying across the track, so I guess this is not used, although it doesn't look like it's in that bad a shape. And I guess it used to be a freight line, and then it goes down underneath those bridges. Interesting. This whole area is just loaded with history, and it would take a while to totally digest it and unravel it. In Bordentown. We're here for when a train gets here at the Roebling station. And there's a crossing up here, so the gates came down across the road that I took to get here. And here it comes. Another train headed for Camden. He's got his bike. He's going to bring on the train. 2 cars long. Not a ton of seats. Given the length of the platform, maybe the trains get a little longer on weekdays. This is a Sunday, in the middle of the afternoon. So it's headed south. And there's this really interesting, maybe it's an old steel mill or something, but they still have the frame of the building set up with a huge wheel that maybe they made here. I'll take a look when I get a little closer. So it's nicely laid out. Here they're using wood ties. Further north I think it was concrete ties. So one thing that has come to my mind is whether you could commute from here to Trenton and then get on a Northeast Corridor train going further north to, say, Newark or New York City. Would anybody actually do that? If you made your connections the right way, you could do it in a decent amount of time. It's still maybe 45 minutes to an hour from Trenton up to Newark, and then another half hour from Newark into New York City. So yeah, it could get lengthy, but it is possible. So they have an entrance to the Roebling Museum over here, and it's another case where free commuter parking, decent sized lot. And I'm curious too as to whether Roebling is named after the same man or family that designed the Brooklyn Bridge. Look at this, everything's rusty, but what did it used to be? A flywheel. I'll try to take a picture and decipher it. Pretty interesting though. Its own little train the width and length of the factory, I guess. You're in Robling. See another train coming into Roebling station going north now towards Trenton. So we came here at the right time. Boy, the train looks so little though. It gets riders. Here's the huge parking lot. Free parking. Same as at Bordentown, which was free. And the fares are pretty cheap too. I think it's like $1.50 one way, regular adult, 75 cents one way for seniors. One person got off. And it's handicapped accessible. Almost make you use the ramp here. There's a little stairway. It's really windy. I hope my wind slayer and my camera is doing the job. At least the sun came out. But this is mid-January. What do you expect? It was really dark and gray earlier. At least it's cleared out. Talking about the evolution of the grade crossing. Wow. Good for New Jersey Transit. They never miss an opportunity to have a little history at each of the stations. Let me just see if there's any kind of historical plaque or something about the surrounding area here at the station. And I'll just show you where we are on the map. Roebling. Next stop south is Florence, and then Burlington, and a bunch of other towns. I will come back here another time to finish this line. And whenever I come back, it's got to be warmer. They're using the same mosaic tiles as at Bordentown. It's attractive, so why not? And I'm hoping there's a way to get out of the station here at this end. I guess not. Just have the one place to go into the station. So that's the lay of the land here at Robling.